musical powerhouses, Michael Jackson and the Beatles leader, Paul McCartney, were good friends until Michael Jackson ended up doing a business decision that broke up their friendship. Here's what happened.
Got some advice, Paul?
Yeah.
I took him aside and said, diddle-a-diddle, and think about getting into music publishing. And I thought he was joking. He said, oh, I'm going to get yours. Well, I went, oh, he slapped
Sure
him
you
on
are.
the back.
Right.
Good one, I thought that was a joke. And then I just got rung up. He said, he's got yours.
Oh,
And I thought, hey, we could go and buy him. But the trouble is, I wrote him for nothing.
right.
And buying him back at these phenomenal sums is...
Now, understand that Paul McCartney actually had the opportunity to buy the Beatles catalog. They call it the Masters. But he decided against it. I think he had the money, but he didn't think it was worthwhile at the time. As creators, we do something special. We do magic. We do things out of thin air, as I talk about in my book. However, there's a curse. The curse is that because we take our magic for granted, we don't realize how special we are. We think everybody has this kind of power that we have. They don't. Therefore, we undervalue what we bring to the table. Now, Michael Jackson, MJ, had a rare gift. Number one, he understood how special he was. The ego was not small because he was a special individual as an artist. But he also had the gift, because he saw the power and potential in himself, he could see it in other people. That's why you have the heated rivalry, legendary rivalry with Prince. I've talked about it in previous videos. The links are below. But that's because he saw Prince as a legend too. He saw that potential. So when the Beatles opportunity came up, and he knew how amazing the Beatles would be, not only in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s at the time, but also now, decades into the future, he took advantage of the opportunity. One of the values of being independent, as I am, is that we actually own our work. In music, it's our masters. In publishing, it's our royalties and or intellectual property. And the person that owns the work is the one that gets paid the most. Not the artist, not the songwriter, all that other stuff, not the person on stage, but the person actually owns intellectual property. And we get paid every time the song is streamed or played, every time the book is purchased, every time the art is viewed and bought. And that is forever, as long as we own that intellectual property. And MJ knew this. He knew the value of the Beatles catalog. He was thinking long term. MJ knew this. But Paul learned the hard way. Even our smallest work can become monumental in the future. Don't undervalue what you're doing. What you're creating matters. Your ownership of it matters, particularly as time goes on. Be sure and check out the next one. We're going even deeper into the power we have and that you have as a creator.